And so when hearing heart transformation, what comes to mind for you?
Heart transformation is really, I think of it kind of like the root, right?
Okay.
When the word talks about a tree planted by the rivers of water or the water, right? It has taken root by what is feeding it
Mm,
because it knows it gets its nutrients, that it's getting the hydration from that. So
mm-hmm.
that's exactly what I think of. I think of us being truly rooted in the word and in Christ to the point where we are imitating Christ because we're rooted in him, because we're getting our
Yeah.
nutrients from him, because we're being fed by him, because we're being
Mm-hmm.
hydrated by him, not because we're getting hydrated by other people in the church. We're getting hydrated by the word. So
Come on.
that's what I think of.
I think that's good. And then also too, I'll even say being hydrated, not just by other people, by other people in the church, but even family members too, right? Like
Yes.
depending on what kind of household you grew up in, you may be getting hydrated by your family members, by the different patterns that you may see them getting into. And you're thinking, okay, well, if mommy and daddy did this, or if auntie and uncle did this, or grandma or grandpa did this, I can do this too. But that's not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily the truth necessarily, because sometimes, and I know we've learned for ourselves that in getting our own relationship, that maybe some of the things that maybe they did ain't really what's supposed to be happening in some situations. And
Mm-hmm.
so I think it's really key also too. I want to highlight in on you saying the root. I do wanna talk about that real quick. When I was kind of like looking into this a little bit more, I seen this analogy where it was saying that behavior modification deals with trying to change the fruit. And so I think it's really important in bringing that in, because when talking about fruit, right? With fruit, or and granted the scriptures tell us all about us looking at people's fruit, right?
Mm-hmm.
With behavior modification, you can't change a bad fruit into a good fruit. You got to go to the root of the thing to really begin to produce good fruit. So
Mm-hmm.
I really love that you mentioned the root of the thing, because the other thing too with behavior modification, right? It's only temporary, right? You can only do it for so long on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with heart transformation, we know that that is something that is lasting, right?